You're listening to Hey Pal, What's New with John, Alex, and Greg. Hey Pal, What's New is a product of Sack of Sin Entertainment. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and all other social media platforms. Hey Pal, What's New can be found on Spotify, Podbean, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and all other podcast locations. Or check us out at sackofsin.com or heypalwhatsnew.com. Warning, Hey Pal, What's New contains explicit content. John, Alex, and Greg are a pair of vulgar Gen Xers. If you are easily offended, please stop listening and go download a nice tame podcast like
The Multiverse Fancast.
You Have Been Warned.
Sounds like when you hold a roast beef sandwich out the window. Okay.
I know you.
Here we
I know.
go.
I know you have a lot of animals here, John.
I'm anxious to. I'm anxious to find out this one.
Hey, everybody! Guess what? It's Hey Pal, What's New? I'm Greg, and that's John Alex over there.
It is.
It's a Sunday night, and we're here at the CCC, rocking it, talking about thirsty hamsters and.
Okay. So you were telling me before we got on the air. The last trend we talked about was the roast beef sandwich. I could really go for a roast beef. You know what I could use? You know what I really crave? Was it?
It was. You know what I really crave? And then they drop the phone, and then they just show the crotch.
No, but they say, I really want it. You know what I really want? A roast beef sandwich. Oh, and they drop their phone in their lap.
Well, they drop it first, and then they say roast beef sandwich.
A roast beef sandwich. So there's a new one called the Thirsty Hamster.
The Thirsty Hamster Challenge. Now, what that entails is, everybody,
give it to
I
me.
just figured this out right before I came here because I'm watching, and on TikTok you get stuck on those hashtags where it's like Thirsty Hamster Challenge, and I'm like, and it's these girls, and they're just like, I'm just so interested about this Thirsty Hamster Challenge, and they don't show it, but apparently what a Thirsty Hamster Challenge is the girl's in the car, right?
Yeah.
You open up the sunroof, and the guy hangs his dick over it, and then she goes, Thirsty Hamster Challenge. He's just like,
Oh my God.
I know, I need to get out more. I mean, now that I work at home, it's like, when I was busting my chops last week because we went to the toy fair, and she's like, sure, you get to go out with your boyfriend all the time. It's just like, you never take me out anywhere. I was like, I go out of my house 2 days a week. I come here, and I go to cover band practice. That's it. The rest of the time, I feel like fucking Adam Sandler in that stupid space movie. I'm going to start talking to live alien spiders in a minute.
Yeah.
And it's like, day 48, I have in the house. It's like, I haven't moved.
You're like fucking, what's his name? God damn it. The movie The Martian.
Yeah, like The Martian. Insert freaking space movie here. What's that one? The Moon with Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell.
That's a good one.
Sam Rockwell.
National
treasure, Sam Rockwell.
My weekend was my week was pretty much the same. I mean, it was girls' weekend, so I played Dad Uber for Violet. She has one of those. I don't know if your kids ever did it, but they have like the baby that they have to bring home for the weekend.
Oh, the egg?
Not an egg. It's an actual robot baby.
Oh, no. We don't go to one of those highfalutin schools. We're like, hey, my kids get an egg to bring home and be like, don't break it.
Yeah. No, my daughter, she went to the mall, and I went to go pick her up, and then she had a sleepover with her friend. And she was teasing me last week because she's like, I have to bring home the Robo Baby, and it's your weekend. I was like, I don't give a shit. Bring the Robo Baby over. And it was. It's an actual doll with the thing, and every so often it goes off where you either gotta burp it, change it, rock it to sleep or something like that. And
it's like a Tamagotchi.
Yeah, it is really. And she's just like, it's so funny because Violet's just going like, I fucking hate this thing. All it does is cry. And I was like, how the fuck did you think you were?
I was going to say,
I know
what your kids do.
And I was like, thank God you're doing this. You know why? Because now you'll never get pregnant. Or at least you're going to wait till you're 30, for God's
They
sake.
still get knocked up. They forget.
Violet's like, I am never having kids. She was just like, I can't stand this. It's constantly crying. And I'm like, well, what do you think you did?
That's what babies do.
Violet was good. Violet didn't really... She didn't chooch till she was like 2 years and older. Like Zoe was the one that we used to call her prime time because she used to cry from like 8 to 10 every night.
God.
Like, fuck watching TV. It was like, you know when I watched my TV? At 4 a.m. when I fed her there. That was my little tradition. We timed it perfectly. So Jen would do like the 10 and the 1 o'clock a.m. feeding, because we did formula feeding. We didn't do the old tit. And then I would sleep from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. So I got a good 8 hours of sleep.
Okay.
And I'd take the 4 and the 6 or 7. And by the time she got up, I had a whole pot of coffee. I watched like a whole season of Sopranos. It's like, I was like, okay, here you go. Because she would sleep from like 1 till 8. So she got like 7 hours. So everybody's like, oh, I understand. I'm so tired from wait. So I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I'm getting fucking full 8 hours every time. And I'd get up at 4. It was beautiful. Zoe would come down. When Zoe was little, it was more of, I was watching Lost, and a lot of good horror movies are on at 4 a.m.
Okay.
Like, we'd be sitting there feeding. I'm like, ooh, honey, Chopping Ball is on. Start rocking the thing going, ooh, Chopping Ball. And then Violet was more of The Sopranos. Like, I would just tape The Sopranos and then watch it at like 4 a.m. or something like that. But, yeah, so they were over. Well, Violet had Robo Baby. Zoe came over, and we watched some stuff, made some empanadas. It was a good weekend, man. We just chilled out. Zoe's going to 18 million college auditions. And, yeah, things are good, man. So, yeah. Life is good, man. Nothing else really I could think of. So,
John, you got any news?
oh boy,
I
what do you
think
got?
I think I will come out the gate with.
Yikes!
Tony Ganios. You told me about this.
Yes, old Meat from Porky's.
Meat from Porky's.
Dead at 64. He had a heart attack during his surgery.
Yeah.
So
He must have gotten a boner and all the blood went to his dick.
I mean, one of those great characters. I mean, Porky's is a movie. It's very much like Blazing Saddles. You're never going to see a movie like Porky's.
Right. No.
And they did Porky's 2 and Porky's Revenge, and they're classics. That was that.
Porky's is this ain't the way to the meat.
Yeah. Forget
Shortcut.
about him. Let's go to the meeting. That, and I still to this day, when my kids were little, when we used to go to Ocean City, New Jersey, when they crossed the street, you have to tell them to look both ways, and I still sing that song from Porky's 2.
What song?
When you go to cross the street, watch out where you put your feet. Look both ways and be alert. If a car hits you, it's gonna hurt. Safety, safety. And like,
why don't I remember that?
Both my girls and my 2 cousins, the 2 nieces, would sing that as they crossed the street. And my sister was like, "That's such a funny. Where did you hear that?" I'm like, "Porky's 2." she's like, "Wait a second. So our kids are singing a song from Porky's 2?" I'm like, "Yeah."
I'm gonna have to look that up.
It's on YouTube if you just pull up the thing. It's so Meat from that, and he was also in The Wanderers too, which was like a criminally underrated movie. Because I think it came out around the same time as the Warriors.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean that movie is freaking awesome. I gotta rewatch that one. That's the one with the "Don't fuck with the baldies." They had that whole. They were basically skinheads.
Oh yeah.
And they had like the most inappropriate gang names. Like the black ones were the Spades.
Jesus Christ.
And the freaking the Asian ones were the Wongs. You're like, don't fuck with the Wongs. You're like, oh my God. They all looked like Bruce Lee. You're like, Jesus Christ. That's why, I mean, good old
Hollywood.
Good old Meat, man. Yeah, you're never going to see movies like that anymore.
Oh God, no. And I wonder how many people, well, our kind of audience will know it, but how many other audience, like, I don't even think my wife has seen it, and she's only 5 years younger than me.
Yeah. I mean, Porky's was a movie that was basically porn for us when we were teenagers. We couldn't rent porn because we were 13, 14, or whatever, but right. Porky's.
They're peeking through the shower hole.
Oh, it was
and then the guy sticks his dick through the hole. Like,
yeah. You actually see the dick hole, the dick head, or whatever it was.
You see his cock come through the fucking hole.
Yeah, and that was like in freaking Lassie. Oh my God! With freaking Chris Kattan or not Chris? Is it who's the bitch from?
Wow!
Who's that freaking slit from?
Zoinks!
The one from Sex and the City, the slutty one. I don't remember
Kim Cattrall.
Kim Cattrall. She was Lassie in that movie.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a freaking classic. It's such a good movie, and it actually had a really good story. But it was back then. It was all TNA and 80s TNA, man.
That's it.
You don't get that anymore.
No.
No, everybody's outraged. that
Life
they
is
see
not a Judd
movie.
Apatow film.
I know, right? Yeah, but big ups to Old Beat. He was in a couple of classics. Of 2 movies you'll never see again. Probably impossible to find too. But I think I'm gonna rewatch The Wanderers. That was such a good movie.
Yeah.
Although totally racist.
Oh yeah. Well, that's Hollywood for you.
Sure.
In better news, Steven, I don't know if it's better news. Steven Tyler, those charges we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, and him pushing that woman into a phone booth and
Yeah.
I don't know, groping her.
He wanted to be Superman.
That's right. She was just in his way.
Yeah.
Well, the charges were dismissed. So Steven Tyler's a free man.
Thank God.
I'm not going to get into why.
Yeah, I mean, they're just Steven Tyler. I mean, they're trying to. They're still freaking Aerosmith. They were gonna do a tour, and then half of them are like on death's door. Like they're just like, do we really have to tour? I mean, they still sounded great, but what are you gonna do? But good for Steven Tyler.
I mentioned before, I don't think this is what's responsible. It's just, this is weird how the universe works like this, because I'm like, you know what? I really want to rewatch Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Probably because the new season of the prequel series,
House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragons is coming, and I just love the show. Game of Thrones showrunners apparently planned 6 seasons to be concluded with 3 movies.
Yeah.
And HBO, but really it was AT&T owned HBO at the time. We're like, no.
Yeah. Whatever. I mean, people were upset about the last season of Game of Thrones, so maybe those movies would have been. Well, it's like we talked about, which we do have to apologize. Last week, we were talking about like, oh my God, the Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. It's coming out. It's actually tonight at 9:00. So I will be watching that when I get home, and we'll have a review of that next week. But yeah, I mean, they were going to do that with the Rick stuff too. We're like, oh, we're going to make a Rick trilogy, and you're just like, okay. They never did that. Now it's amazing how they went from a trilogy of movies to 6 episodes.
Oh yeah,
of a TV show. Which, that's a 6-hour movie.
Well, it was 2 seasons, though. It was season 7 and season 8, and season 7 was like 8 episodes, and season 8 was 6 episodes.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, what's your thought on the finale of Game of Thrones? I
was, you know what? I just got, hold on.
Didn't they ran out of books, so they just kind of went on their own. And
yeah, but they had input from George R.R. Martin about it. I just want to... So in the scene, like, I just finished the episode and this where Arya kills the Night King.
Okay.
I had to play spoiler because it's like season 8, episode like 4. There's only 2 more episodes after this.
Yeah, eventually I will watch Game of Thrones.
Arya's, I'm telling you right now, Arya is the fucking best character in the entire series.
Now,
so.
where are you as far as watching Game of Thrones, rewatching it?
I'm on the last season.
Oh, you're on the last season.
I only have 2 episodes left to go.
Shit. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll rewatch it. I was gonna say we could do deep dives on Game of Thrones.
I think
a little late to the party for old Gregory.
We're getting the House of Dragons season 2 this summer.
That I can't wait for.
And the other spin-off, The Hedge Knight, is coming next year. So,
and aren't they doing another one? Like they're just like spin-off crazy.
God. Well, we're also getting a fucking Harry Potter TV series, but
yeah,
I digress.
Walking Dead too. Although I did hear, that this Rick and Michonne show, the early reviews or people are saying it's actually really good. So I'm like, okay.
Well, when the show's over, I'm going upstairs and watching it with my wife.
My wife.
And then I'll see if I can get myself a nice thirsty hamster.
Get yourself a thirsty hamster. Yeah, just see if that flies. Be like, honey, could you help me move the car?
Grape drink. And lastly, The Acolyte, the Star Wars series, is tentatively set to debut on June 5th, which is nice because I feel like I don't know how many episodes in this season the Bad Batch we're getting.
I think it's a typical animated one. Like, from what I understand, it's going to be like 12.
Okay, well, hopefully this leads right. Bad Batch finishes, and then we get The Acolyte right from there. That'd be nice.
I think so, because I mean, when does that? I mean, we'll talk about Bad Batch in our TV section, but like, when does it's week to week now, right?
Right.
So when's the day that it drops? Bad Batch, do you know?
I don't know.
Bad Batch. I don't know. We'll figure
Friday.
it out. Friday.
I'm gonna guess
All right,
Friday.
you say Friday, and
I do say
believe us if you want to. But yeah, we'll get into that with the TV section. So yeah, I mean, Acolyte, I'm excited about.
I'm pumped about it.
But still, I mean, we haven't gotten a trailer. I mean, they showed a trailer at Star Wars Celebration last year. That was bootleg. They never showed it. I'm really interested to find. I mean, it's actually a show that a Star Wars show that I don't know what the fuck it's gonna be about.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I mean, these
are all fucking
fan.
Oh, it's Darth Trailer.
Darth Trailer.
The Acolyte. Give me a fucking official trailer and I'll fucking believe your
I
ass.
hate when they. I mean, I get it. People want to make fan
Clickbait.
trailers. Yeah, it's clickbait. Totally. I mean, it's got 1.3 million views. That freaking Acolyte one, which is bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. We got Danny on the thing there. Looking forward to the Acolyte. Yeah, me too. And I don't know.
Well, you know what? We're not getting anything from fucking Marvel worth watching.
No.
And I haven't watched
Agatha Dickhole Diaries or whatever the fuck it's called now.
Well,
K. I don't know.
And I don't know if it's news, but I think Screen Crush did some sort of I haven't watched it yet. The video can Marvel sue fucking Sony?
Oh,
because it's can they sue them and just get the rights to this so that we're not dealing with this shit?
There's no way. I mean, there's no way Sony's going to let go of that. Because as much as, I mean, we'll talk about movies. Somebody saw a very popular movie this weekend.
I got to show you the screenshot from it that Justin sent me.
But, what's funny is that, everybody's shitting on, Morbius, obviously, and the Venom movies, which the Venom movies, I mean, both of them I kind of dug. They weren't blow me away, but they were good.
Yeah.
Everybody's shitting on Morbius and obviously Madam Web, but you got to understand Sony still has the Spider-Verse.
Yep.
So they ain't getting rid of that fucking cash cow. Unless they come up with something where it's hey, you can keep the animated rights to Spider-Man and Miles Morales and then we'll take the rest. Because Screen Crush did make a good point where
So you watched that video?
Yes.
Okay.
Where it's they're hurting the brand.
Yeah.
Because anybody who's not in the know or you're not big fucking comic book geeks and stuff, people are saying, oh my God, the MCU put out a horrible movie, Madam Web. And you're like, it's not an MCU movie. It's Sony in association with Marvel because they have the. So it's making MCU look shitty.
I feel like if I was Marvel, I'd just be like, can you not put that big Marvel splash screen at the beginning of it? Thanks.
Yeah, they're doing it. I mean, of course they wouldn't, So I have to stream my school.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those movies where
I'm gonna tell you about it when I get to it.
We'll get to that part of the movie thing. We got to go.
But
through
that's all my news. That's all my news. So
no news-a-roos is good news-a-roos with John Alex and New.
Suck it.
It's gonna be a thirsty hamster.
Suck my big black stuff. Suck it.
John, you got any news?
I keep looking over at my freaking camera and I'm just looking at Palpatine. Unlimited power.
Well, come on. You know what? Let's wait on trailers. Let's go right into TV. Fucking Bad Batch.
Yeah,
You had the Emperor on the 3rd episode. Spoiler. It's
Yeah,
not like when they go.
We're gonna spoil the shit out of the Bad Batch.
Well, first off, it's been out for 3-4 days now.
Yeah, it's close enough. We just like to tell people.
And when it if you don't know when a very special visitor is coming to the facility, it's if you don't fucking know who they're talking about,
I mean,
kill yourself.
Palps has always got to make an appearance.
Yeah.
Good old Palps. But yeah, I mean, I was surprised.
This base must remain a secret.
You must keep it a secret. Yeah, I mean,
Oops.
yeah, cat's out of the bag, motherfucker. Yeah, I mean, watching that show, and I was always, I mean, obviously, I was a huge fan of Rebels,
Right.
And the Clone Wars,
Sure.
was amazing. So I have, and you know how I am with animation, where I'm like, it seems too kiddie. Like that X-Men '97, I'm like, I'm sorry, I have zero interest in that show.
Yeah.
I just have no interest in it.
Same.
It's just, it got past my way. We were getting freaking thirsty hamsters at the time that shit was out, so we don't have,
Yeah.
we were more interested in that. But yeah, I mean, the Bad Batch, man, it's just, Star Wars with the animated stuff, they fucking kill it.
Yeah.
Man. It's so good. That first episode with Omega and Crosshair, it was
it was
dark
dark.
as shit. Like I
It was
actually
doom and
felt
gloom.
I felt bad for that little bitch.
Yeah.
Like at first I was like, she's caught. Let her freaking get decapitated or something like that. Nah, man. And the whole blood thing where they were putting the blood, the samples, and
And she was deleting it every time, the results every time.
She was getting rid of the results, and then finally you saw that it was in there, and it was just a ticking clock where they're going to find out that she's like the freaking midichlorian queen.
I love how they call it the M count. It's like, don't say that word, because that word is just...
People get so upset about midichlorians. It's just like, I said
whatever.
Clitomorians.
Clitomorians.
Clitoriums. No, yeah, I mean, people get like, oh, it's supposed to be about, mystical stuff, not medical. Look, George Lucas came up with damn midichlorians, and I'm fine with it. But yeah, the omega factor, as we like to put it, it was lower than usual. I actually felt bad for her. I was like, God, that sucks. You know? She's just getting treated like crap. And then the other two guys said, oh, man, I forgot about Tech. And you're just like, although, do you think, nobody dies in Star Wars, right? You think Tech is still alive, maybe? You don't see him die. You just see him do the old, Palpatine fell down the well. Freaking Darth Maul fell down the well. Tech fell out. He could be walking around. Mace Windu apparently might be still alive. Who the fuck knows? Nobody dies in Star Wars.
He could have landed on a pillow factory.
Maybe he did. Maybe he landed on a nice soft cloud.
Yeah, maybe a bird came by and caught him. A stork.
Yeah, but if he does come back, I'll be pissed because I'm just like, come on, man, just let somebody.
Because that was a big moment,
and it's sad. It's real sad. And you still got Wrecker and who's the main guy with the bandana? I know we're so bad with this shit.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, but they did that whole bounty hunter thing where they're trying to get information and then they escape. They're not going to kill her because they know that she's like the golden goose. So,
right.
It was just, and you get good old Palps back. Yeah, it's just freaking so good. If you're sleeping on the Bad Batch because you're like, it's some Star Wars spinoff, you're really missing it. Although, I'm excited about the Acolyte for the fact that we're getting out of this Skywalker kind of
Hunter,
yeah, Hunter and Wrecker. They're still hanging out, and they're like
so
they showed like their uniforms are all freaking shattered, beat up, and they're on like their wits' end, like just trying to find Omega and get her out, and they don't even really know that Crosshair's with her.
No,
and that was kind of weird. Crosshair is always kind of, I like Crosshair. He's
misguided.
He's misguided. He went to the dark side for a little bit. Everybody gets redeemed in Star Wars. So, I'm real excited to see where it goes. The only concern with me is just the episode count is high, like most of the animation stuff, which is cool. But I don't want Adventure of the Week. Like I want like the Bad Batch. There's a lot of really good.
It's the last season, so I'm feeling like they're gonna have to just push the story to finish.
Yeah. What do you think? They don't get brought up in future episodes, so I wonder if they're all going to freaking eat it.
Wait, but...
Rex is...
I was going to say, doesn't Rex make an appearance in...
Return of the Jedi? That's the big joke, is
no.
that the guy with the Santa beard, they're like, oh, that's Rex.
No, but some of the characters are in Ahsoka.
No. In Ahsoka,
I feel like they were. Anyway,
I think they're not really mentioned, but as that saying goes, because comics.
That's right.
Wait, he's not dead. Ahsoka cameo in the Bad Batch. I don't think they were. Not from what I remember.
Okay.
Obviously there's Rebels all over. Basically it's like Rebels season 6 or whatever, wherever they left off at. But, yeah, I'm digging it, man. I'm like finally a TV show that's I can watch week to week besides Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Which I am excited for. It's not must see TV for me anymore, but I'm like I'll catch it. Like,
well, that was the other thing I did was I binged a show on Netflix.
Ooh, which one did you binge again?
Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live action show, and so many people are up in arms about this because they don't do this and they don't do that and they didn't have this and why do we need a live action of an anime? The anime should be enough. And it's like, shut the fuck up. It was good.
Just accept.
Things. I had problems with it, but I don't care. I still really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I never.
If you're a fan, I'm sorry. If you're a fan of the anime, which I don't think you ever watched it.
No.
But just don't be a brainwashed uber fan of the fucking anime where it's like, that's it. The anime is it. It's God.
So look, the anime is there. If you enjoy the anime and you don't want anything else, just watch that. You don't have to watch. Some people like animated stuff. Some people like live action stuff. If you don't like something, don't watch it.
And who's to say watching the live action thing? Like, if you watch the live action, you're like, wow, that was really good. I'm going to check out the anime now because I hear it's so much better. It's like when you see the movie and you go, I heard the book was better, and you read the book.
Yeah. Some people do that. Yeah, or
Not
most
me.
book readers. Like, oh, the book was so much better. Then fucking read the book. What do you want me to tell you? There's
Well,
some people
I read the Game of Thrones books. They were way better. I'm still waiting for the conclusion book. But you know,
get on that, George.
and you know how you know if someone's read the Game of Thrones books. Oh, don't worry, they'll fucking tell you.
Oh God, yeah.
Ooh, because I read the George R. R. Martin
The
Game
only-
of Thrones because of this.
It's like, well, I get it because when you read a book, you have a certain image of people in your head,
Right.
and then when you see like all the Twilight things where they were like fucking Arpats, like I guess that's him. I don't
Sparkle,
know.
sparkle.
Sparkle. Yeah, same with Hunger Games and all that. I still haven't watched the Ballad of Satan and Snakes and Puppy Dog Tales.
Yeah,
I heard it was good.
it was all right.
It's all right. I'm waiting for. I'm such a fucking slacker. I just wait for shit to go on streaming. I'm like,
As well, you should.
yeah. I mean, I rented Thanksgiving and I loved it.
And now it's on fucking.
Now it's on Netflix. I'm like, son of a nutcracker. Same with every weekend now. I go, I'm gonna watch Dune because Dune 2. Everybody's talking. It's like the second coming of Christ. I'm like, it's got to be good. So gotta watch Dune and I gotta watch Oppenheimer. And I'm like, I'll get to them. They're both 3-hour movies, man. But yet, what did I watch TV-wise this week besides Bad Batch?
What?
Billy the Exterminator reruns.
Billy the Exterminator.
Have you never seen Billy the Exterminator?
I have not.
Billy the Exterminator, and I think he might have been a naughty boy too. You might want to look that up while I'm chatting about Billy the Exterminator. Like I always say, Manal and I love to watch a good marathon on the weekends. It's, something stupid. Billy the Exterminator, yeah, he's a guy. He's an exterminator, and he's out in Louisiana, which, by the way, all our Louisiana listeners, which is, I don't know if we have any, but I would never live in Louisiana because they have weird-ass breeds of freaking animals down there and insects, like all these stories. The guy goes, people have huge snakes in their basement, all kinds of, like, deadly freaking animals. One was like a hedgehog. I forget what the name was, but like the guy dresses up. Hey, hold on a second. Yeah, I mean this guy
Arrested on drug charges.
yeah, I mean if you looked at the guy, you'd be like, yeah, he fucking likes his drugs. I mean,
Probably sniffs the fucking.
if you were into like, it's very Dog the Bounty Hunter, where he's doing a normal job of an exterminator, right?
Right.
But he dresses like he's in freaking Poison. He's got like the freaking, look at it. He's got the mullet. He's got the leather hat. First of all, he's in the middle of freaking Louisiana. It's like swampland, 100 degrees. Yeah, he's wearing leather pants and skulls and big crosses and he's just, and his whole family. Yeah,
Wow.
it's his whole family's in it, and they have this thing, VexCon. He goes into
Hey, I know Johnny the Exterminator.
yeah.
Yeah, John Salvati.
Oh, okay.
That's what he does. Is exterminator.
Oh, good old Johnny
Pest
Silvas.
control. Sorry,
Yeah.
pest control.
But yeah, this guy, he goes in now. Normally, you'd be like, it's like Dog the Bounty Hunter, right? He's running around with a mullet, with all this, and his wife with his big old jugs hanging out, like trying to catch these, people. He goes into this house, right? One of the episodes was, I gotta go to this house. And of course, the mom calls from the office and says, I need you to come down to the, there's a house that's infested with red wasps. You're like, okay. Like, they have weird fucking dinosaur
Jesus.
breeds of animals in this place. So he shows up. This couple bought this house. It's like 100 years old, and they're renovating it. But it's infested with red. I don't even know if I've ever seen a red wasp. These things are freaking like the whole attic.
I really just want to make a wasp joke.
Yeah.
And not wasp as in the bug, wasp as in white Anglo-Saxon Protestant.
Yeah. So he goes in, and it's always like these families have these like little toddlers, and it's like, there's a boa constrictor in our house, and you're like, why do you have a child? These things are nasty freaking bugs, right? So he decides he's like, normally what he does, which is kind of cool, whenever he catches these animals like snakes or rats or hedgehogs or whatever, he catches them and then he lets them out in the wild. He doesn't kill them. He just lets them out. But the red wasps, he's like, yo, these motherfuckers gonna die because
they're a breed of paper wasp, which are the fucking nasty ones that will, you know how like with a bee, like if you disturb it, like they'll swarm and you run away and they just go swarm and stay where they were.
Yeah.
Fucking paper wasps will chase after you.
Yeah, and they don't just sting you and die. They sting you multiple times, like they're jabbing you with a thing. So anyway, to make a long story longer, he decides, I'm going to go up to the thing and get rid of it. He's got his 2 fucking cans of Raid, right? Or whatever whatever he talks about. He goes up in his fucking outfit with the poison hat and the gloves, sleeveless shirt. Dude, put on a fucking coveralls with a mask.
Put on a beekeeper suit.
Yeah, he's up there spraying his shit. And he's like, "Oh my god, I'm getting stung." You're like, "Of course you are, you stupid hillbilly." You're like,
oh my god,
it is the most entertaining thing because he he doesn't go in with any protection whatsoever. He's got these stupid outfits with the VexCon and the thing and the hat. And
this show brought to you by VexCon.
VexCon, and they're in the swamplands of Louisiana, and it was highly a hoot. Like, I was watching it and just like, first of all, I'm like, I would never live in fucking Louisiana. Even though New Orleans is a great town, great party town if you're that type.
Below sea level.
Yeah, it is like, there is some freaking dinosaur level freaking animals.
Yeah,
like,
no thanks.
huge freaking pythons.
It's the land that time forgot.
Yeah, this woman's like, my dog's been barking under my house. I think there's a python under my house. And he's like, I'm going to go in there and grab the python. Goes in, no protection, no gloves. No, he's dressed like fucking Bret Michaels, and he's under a freaking crawl space, and he's trying to and he grabs the freaking snake by its head, and he's trying to drag it out, and you're like, dude, put on a fucking vest or something. I know it's hot. You know, like,
he's gonna wind up like fucking Steve Irwin.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I mean, and of course he's got his brother who looks just like him, and then they're both trying to wrangle a snake, and one gets This snake was so huge. This guy was like, I guess, breeding snakes, and one got out. Reminded me of when Elvis left the building.
Oh, God.
I'll have to tell that old.
Back in the days when I was young.
God damn it, we're old. When you had that snake Elvis that freaking snuck out of the house, and I had to sleep for like a month and a half. Like where's the snake?
Elvis got loose. He was a little snake.
Yeah, he wasn't bad. But this one the guy had was like. It was this huge freaking python, and I guess he was breeding it, and it got snuck out, and then they had to get it was like under the couch, like they lift the couch, and you just see this the size of our fucking table. He's huge, and he's got him by the head. They're all wearing fucking sleeveless, stupid shit, and the other guy's got it. I mean, they could have freaking cracked.
This is so metal.
I mean, they were just like, "Oh my god, look at this crazy motherfucker! Get out of here!" Like it's like Duck Dynasty, fucking. But yeah, that was my. Didn't watch anything current. Had to watch Billy the Exterminator.
Jesus.
Right into fucking Storage Wars. I mean, come on. That's a weekend for you. But I did, movie-wise, when we get into movies, I did watch.
Well, let's go to movies.
Sure. Let's do that. Are we going to do trailers and all? Or?
Yeah, we can do. What do you want to do, trailers or movies?
Let's do it like we do in the theater. Trailers first.
Okay.
And then movies.
Now, hold on there 1 second here, young fella. I was thinking about maybe get down in the
Sounds
old
like fucking Billy the Exterminator.
corner and hit one of them movie places where
think
we
that's
can
what
go
inspired
sit
you.
down and eat a chunk of popcorn and check out some preview.
So we do have 2 trailers that looked really good. We'll talk about yours first.
Boy Kills World. I don't even know how to describe it. It's Bill Skarsgård.
It's a Skarsgård. Yeah.
I guess the premise is like when he was younger, his family got killed by this corporation that runs this. Basically, like, you know what it seems like? It seems like Running Man.
I was just gonna say, yeah, it's very Running Man-ish.
Yeah.
But like a comedic edge, very violent.
Yeah.
Skarsgård's fucking jacked in that movie.
He was ripped as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, there's another Skarsgård.
Kind of makes up for the pig nose.
Yeah, I mean, he's a handsome gentleman when he doesn't look like fucking Pennywise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really.
But he's got that nose that's like a hog-nosed snake at the end.
Yeah, like I was surprised that he was so jacked. He was wearing that freaking.
It's produced by Sam Raimi, so it's got. I feel like it's got that influence of Sam Raimi in it, where kind of the way some of the action seems to be shot.
Yep, and he's got that Michael Jackson Thriller.
Boy
kind of
Kills
jacket on.
World.
Boy Kills World. Yeah.
That's fine. You keep talking.
We'll post it on the Hey Pal What's New Facebook page. But yeah, it was one that my boy here introduced me to. Like I saw that, and I was like, I didn't watch it. And then I watched it. I was like, dude, I am so in. It looks
I
like
think it was supposed to come out last year too.
yeah.
Moritz Moore. I don't know who the director is. Moritz Moore. Maurice Moore.
It's
Try Maurice Wiggs.
Boy Kills World, Akumi, Ronin.
Yeah.
He's done a bunch of like indie joints.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
don't
think
know.
it's just
It just looks like a fucking crazy action film.
yeah, I mean between that and Monkey Man.
Monkey Man.
Monkey Man. I gotta tell you about my freaking dream about Monkey Man. My poor girl. I woke now usually when I have a dream, I don't remember them. Like I'll have a wacky ass dream
Got
and
an
I'm
itch
just
in my
like
ear.
and I'm just like, oh, I don't even remember what happened. This one I remember vividly. I fell asleep. I had this dream that Manal was going away to like India or something like that. She's all dressed.
Of all the fucking places.
I know, and I was like, and all her friends were like, "You gotta go now, you gotta go now." And I was like, "Wait, give me like 2 minutes. I want to say goodbye to my girlfriend." She's like, "No, I gotta go. I'm sorry." And I ended up, and her father, Manal's father, was like, "It's okay. You can stay with me, and don't worry about it." And she'll go to, and I'm like, "Okay." And then she cheated on me with the guy from Monkey Man. And when you have those dreams, like I'm sure
of all
like,
the people.
I know, like she went to freaking India and cheated on me with Monkey Man.
She
and
fucked
then
the Monkey Man.
She fucked the Monkey Man, and I had to live with her father. And it was just weird. And I wake up. You ever have those dreams where your significant other? It's usually most of the time. I've had it where like girlfriends have a dream about you doing something like cheating, and then they get mad at you,
Every
and
time
you're
you
like,
say-
I didn't do anything.
Every time you say Monkey Man, all I can think of is Rose.
Yeah, in the beginning, it's like Monkey Man.
The Monkey Man.
It's a Monkey Man.
This one is for all the bouncers. Big monkey man.
Yeah. It was the weirdest thing, but I woke up and I just looked at I had to tell Manal like the minute I woke up.
Dude.
I was like, "Do you know in my dream you cheated on me with the guy from Monkey Man?" She's like, "Did you eat something weird before you went to bed or something?"
Kate used to do that. She would like be all like quiet and like with me, and I'm like, "Why are you chooching?" She's like, "Whatever." I was like, "She's like, I had a bad dream." And I was like, "What was it?" And she's like, "You were cheating on me." I was like, "So you're really mad at me because in your dream I cheated on you?"
I was gonna say usually it's the other way around. Usually, and like Manal had to look at me. She goes, "Honey, I'm not gonna cheat on you with the Monkey Man." I'm like, "Okay, I just want to make sure." It was very weird.
Well, Greg's like, "Well, if I got a cuck fetish and like, would you be willing?"
I mean, if she's gonna leave me for somebody, I mean, Monkey Man, I guess.
Sure.
He's a handsome gentleman. It's like when I used to, oh man, like talk about a.
Back in the days when I was young.
I one time when I was trying to quit smoking, I took that Chantric stuff. Have you ever?
No.
Oh, God.
Dude, I put down cigarettes like as soon as we found out Kate was pregnant with Anastasia, and she's what 22 now, about to turn 23. When I found out she was pregnant, I was like, no more cigarettes, done.
Yeah, you just quit it like that. I tried to do that Chantric stuff, and one of the side effects of it is you have like crazy vivid
Lucid
dreams.
Nice.
And the dreams I had, the two dreams that were recurring, I'll share them briefly.
Oh boy.
One was I was in a coffin, I was dead. And
You were
I'd
a
be
hamster
laying
bottle.
I'd be laying I was doing the hamster challenge. I'm laying in a coffin like this, it's an open casket, and all of my friends and family come in and they just start spitting on me.
Oh shit.
Like vividly. I was like, what? I'm dead. And I can't do anything. And everybody's just like, you're walking up, like Walter. My mom's like, I'm like, what the hell did I do? And the other one was,
Did you wake up all wet?
I'm like, what the? And that one and the other one was, there was a woman's head, gorgeous woman, but she had a snake body.
Nice.
And she proceeded to suck me off. And I was like, I gotta get off this Chantric stuff, or maybe take more. I don't know.
Sucked off by Medusa.
Yeah, it was like a snake with like just a snake body with a freaking
Woman's
gorgeous
head
woman's head, and she's blowing me, and I'm like,
Okay. Whatever works.
I mean, nocturnal emissions, man. But yeah,
Never
man,
had a wet dream.
I'm going on a freaking rabbit hole. So yeah, Boy Kills World.
The other trailer was, and you called this a double dose of Late Night with the Devil.
Yeah, double dismulsion.
I showed you this last week after the show.
Yeah, and I must have just posted it afterwards, and I know
Probably.
we didn't talk about it.
Well, you said double dismulsion.
It's a double dismulsion.
Dismulsion.
Dismulsion's in Boy Kills World too,
Right.
apparently.
So this Late Night with the Devil, I guess the premise is there was this late night talk show that had someone who had a seance, but they summoned a demon or some shit like that, and all this fucking wacky shit.
It was apparently on Halloween night.
Yes.
It was a Halloween episode of this like talk show in the 70s.
Very
And-
Johnny Carson type show.
Yeah, and they bring on this girl that was possessed from a seance or something like that. And if you're into like The Exorcist, like they shot it. It looks amazing because it's like they shot it like an old 70s TV
Kind of like
show.
some of Winning Time was shot.
Yeah, very found footage, grainy. The trailer sounds like one of those old 70s trailers, like Late Night with the Devil. You're like, I'm watching it, just clip shots, and I'm like, oh, this movie might like freak me the fuck out. And I love it because I love to get freaked out on movies like The Exorcist and all that stuff.
Take your girl, get her baked.
Yeah,
Honey, watch this. Ah!
yeah, Manal watched it too, and she's like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, something we're going to see in the theater.
It's called Late Night with the Devil.
And I'm not sure when it's coming out. I think it's coming out in like March.
Is
it might
it?
be next month. It's coming out pretty soon. It's a Shudder
Let me Google that
kind of
shit.
jam. It just kind of came out of nowhere. I don't know if it's a streaming thing only. It just shows the freaking.
Great. It brings me to the trailer. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But yeah, it is coming out soon. So keep your eyes and ears and dicks peeled for that one. Those are really the only two trailers, I think. Oh, we did see that one, the Eli Roth one.
Right.
That looks it's based on a video game. What was that called?
Oh, Borderlands.
Borderlands, otherwise known as Unimportant.
Yeah.
Sorry, Eli Roth, I love you. But apparently the rumor has it that he was shooting it, and then they had to have somebody else come in and just
Really?
kind of tool with it a little bit. It looks very I mean, I've never played the video game, although I will say that
How is Late Night with the Devil listed as horror comedy? It comes out March 22nd.
oh, dude, in theaters.
Well,
I
that's
hope?
like Justin sent me a thing. We didn't cover this in the news because I don't give a shit. The People's Choice Awards were this past week.
on Netflix.
And yeah,
no,
but
was it the SAG Actors one? Or I don't know.
the SAG-AFTRA was on Netflix like the week before. But Justin was like, it was the People's Choice Award. He's like, since when the fuck is The Bear a comedy?
Oh yeah, they have
Because
that,
the one
like,
guy won the award for like best actor comedy.
comedy musical or something like
Yeah, it's like, he's like, how is that show a fucking comedy?
that. Yeah,
I was like, but that guy's funny in the show. It's the cuz, cuz,
yo, cuz
the one who's in the Fantastic Foreskin.
Yeah, oh yeah, Fantastic Foreskin. Old Ben Grimm.
Oh, Ben
Is his
Grimm.
dork really made out of rock?
at least doesn't have a problem getting it hard.
I'll tell you about that.
So jumping into movies, I saw. Let's just go right for it. I saw fucking Madam Web.
You sent me the freaking. You texted me with the tickets.
Picture
I
of
was
my
like,
ticket.
oh no.
It was
I wish I would.
so-
I would have went just to.
It was so bad. I went with Mila, and it was just like so fucking bad. And you know what? You know when like everything goes wrong at once.
Yeah.
We went to the fucking movie, and the movie was so bad, and it was topped off by the fact that, like, I figured the theater, it was 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I figured it would be empty, and it wasn't. I'm like, why is this many people, like, at fucking this movie?
I don't know.
And my favorite thing to get at the movies now is the pretzel nuggets.
Yes.
So I get it, and I get the little, with the nacho cheese sauce, but I only get it half full. But they're not ready, so they have to make them. And I'm like, I really don't want to miss the beginning of this Mila. It's like, I know it's a piece of shit, but I need to see it. Because we got there late. So she's like, I'll just wait for the pretzel bites and I'll just meet you in the theater. I was like, you sure? And she's like, yeah. Now she works the theater.
Yeah.
Fucking she shows up. She's like so mad. She's like, I was like, what? And she goes, here. And she hands me the tray. And I only get the tray half filled with cheese.
Yeah.
It is overflowing with cheese into the nuggets, down the side. It's all over my hand. I'm trying to wipe it off. She goes, I told her half, and she fucking overfilled it. And like it was, and she did it. I said, you know what's crazy, Mila? The last time I was here, I got the pretzel nuggets, did the same thing, and when she made them, she fucking overfilled the tray. I was like, if I had the time, I'd go out there and be like, I'm not eating this. I want a whole new one.
Yeah. You
'Cause-
could have.
I didn't want to fight. I didn't want to do that to her because she works there.
Yeah. So Madam Web,
Madam
man,
Web was so fucking bad. It was just first the guy who plays like the bad guy
yeah.
is so horrible.
Well, didn't they like overdub his voice?
They must have.
Like I heard it was just like, I mean, he's wearing a mask, so you can't really tell, but it was like,
No, but like he's a character. He's not always wearing the mask, and he was just bad. It was just really bad. She was bad. The girls were bad. Like the whole fucking top to bottom. Justin sent me a screenshot where they show like, there's a scene where you can see the fucking boom mic next to her head.
oh, you gotta be kidding.
No, here, look. I'll show. I know nobody else is gonna be able to see this.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Justin's like fucking boom mic.
Oh my God. I mean, we talked
I
about
don't know
we
why
talked
we
about it
needed
before
this.
about they're really killing the Marvel brand.
Oh my
like,
God, yes they are.
by putting this now, it was like I kind of gave half a shit about Craven. Now I'm like, it can't be fucking good.
No, it can't be.
And it's just you're ruining that whole fucking brand.
Yep.
And eventually, they're gonna make it's gonna be interesting because Sony, like we said before in the episode, it's like that's such a cash cow. They can't.
Right.
They're not gonna get rid
Well,
of it.
and like you said, the problem is going to be people like, nothing against, like my wife, who's not a super huge comic book, Marvel, whatever nerd.
Most
She
people
knows
aren't.
all of it. She's going to be like, wait, this isn't that part of this? And it's like, no, because she wanted to see it with me. And like, I think she's under this misconception that it's somehow tied to the fucking Tom Holland Spider-Man, and it's not.
It's the Spider-Verse without Spider-Man.
And it all takes place, what, in 2003? I don't know if you knew that. The whole movie takes place in 2003. Her mom is in the Amazon in like 1972, gives birth to her, and then this takes place in 2003. She's in her 30s.
And isn't there like Adam Scott is in it?
God bless Adam Scott because he's the only redeeming fucking thing in the whole movie.
Apparently, there's a lot of people in there that are decent actors, but they were given a pile of shit.
Yep.
And I think even who's the main Madam Web?
Fucking the bitch who played fucking 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, but she was the one where like there might be problems because a lot of these actors and actresses like they didn't even know they weren't. They thought they were in a Marvel movie.
Well, yeah.
Like the like Sydney Sweeney, she was
Sydney
the one. She
Sweeney.
was like, wait a second. My agent told me like if the actors don't know that they're not in a Marvel movie, how is the audience gonna know?
And fucking Dakota Johnson.
Yeah, Dakota Johnson was the one where she was getting interviewed and they were like, okay, can you name the Spider-Man movies that are out? And she's like, Spider-Man is here. Spider-Man. She had no fucking idea. She could give a shit. Like, but some of them were actually thinking that they're like, oh great, I'm gonna be in this movie. It's a Marvel movie, of course.
Nope.
It's a Sony movie. And,
Marvel adjacent.
and it's just so. I mean, I'm interested. Will it be more of a like a cult thing where like people are gonna watch it because it's so bad it's good? But I heard
It
it's
was
just
worse than Morbius.
It's just so bad it's bad.
Yeah, it's bad as bad.
Like people are now there's Morbius apologists.
I said I told Manny, I said, here's the thing. So years ago I worked at this camp and the kids got to go, and I was a production teacher where I got a group of kids, and I'll be fast with this. I got a group of kids. The kids gave me all these ideas of what they wanted to play about. I would have to write the play. And because these are camp kids, you have to make sure every fucking kid has, like, every kid's got 5 lines.
Yeah.
One kid's got 6. He's got 6 lines, and I only have 5. He's got one more than me, and they'll sit there. Their parents will sit and count. So you throw fucking dialogue in there that, like, yeah, this guy goes like, yeah, well, I went to the pond once and drank tadpoles. It's like, that doesn't make any sense here. The whole fucking movie was like that. I was like, the dialogue didn't make sense. It was like, why? That doesn't make any sense. Why are you saying that? Like, the movie didn't make sense. It was just horribly written. It was written like a fucking summer camp production.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, and the thing is that
Purposes.
they hire the guy who wrote Morbius.
Yeah.
Like they gave him this too, and you're like, are you fucking stupid? I mean, well, also Sony's fucking stupid because they released all those memes for It's Morbin time, and they re-released Morbius thinking like, wow, we're gonna make it.
Yeah.
They have zero idea, so they're just
They probably lost money on that in marketing.
yeah. So that was the screen crush thing they were talking about, where it's like because they're hurting the brand. Is there a way they can sue them? And a lot of that stuff came out where it was like in that agreement where they were saying Morbius, freaking Peter Parker has to be there's no violence in this and that, or like he has to be white, he has to be straight, like it just in those clauses, and you're like, but it's just Peter
So you can't have a
Parker.
black gay Peter Parker?
Well, maybe Miles Morales, he could be black and gay. He is black.
No, he's in love with what's her name there?
Oh, Spider-Gwen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like they had, and apparently wasn't Peter Parker technically the way that they got away with it because they have to make It was like, well, wasn't like Peter Parker a baby in this movie? Like, well, he was there. He was kind of in the corner somewhere.
in this movie that
in
we
Madam Web, yeah.
I don't know. I didn't see that, but maybe he was. I was just so. You know when you're watching something, you're just distracted by how bad it is that all you can focus on is how bad is this next line of dialogue going to be.
Yeah,
And that's what I was. I watched the story, very weak story, very stupid fucking story. But the dialogue was so horrifically bad. It was distracting.
And it's a shame because you never want a movie to be bad. You never want a movie to fail, especially a comic book movie, because then everybody that's, the highfalutin, they're like, see, all these comic book movies are garbage. It's like, that one's garbage, sure. Some of them are, but, I don't know. But I saw that freaking ticket and I was like, oh, man, he's doing it.
That's my movie review for the week.
It's like me watching freaking the Human Centipede Part 2. I'm
Don't
like,
rent
I'm
it.
just going in.
don't rent it when it comes digital. Wait for it to be like on Netflix.
They have to do something like that.
Because it's not going to be on Disney Plus, is it? No.
Well, they could technically. Morbius and all those guys, are they on? No.
I don't think so.
No, they don't. I think they end up on like Stars.
Who
I
the
want to
fuck
say because
knows?
I remember No Way Home showed up on Stars.
What is
when
it?
that came
You got to
out.
go to L337 dot whatever. It's that bootleg site that you can stream.
It'll be on Tubi, whatever the fuck that is.
L337 dot that site.
Oh,
This is a site that is you can browse and like download torrents and other shit to pirate music. L337. L337 stands for elite.
okay.
For the elite hacker. It's like a elite hacker
I see.
name thing. I don't fucking
I don't know.
whatever.
I don't know.
Terminology.
Yeah.
Phrase.
Sure.
Anyway. That's my
Let's not
movie.
bleep that out.
You got a movie?
I did see a movie.
Ooh.
I did
Wait,
watch...
hold on. We're not reviewing porn.
No. This is
Okay,
this is
okay.
an actual movie. Although, just want to make sure I get the name right, because it was a Netflix jam. When Zoe comes over, and we usually make a nice dinner. Manal makes a nice dinner, we love watching a true crime documentary
Okay.
on Netflix. That's her thing. She's like, can we watch a true crime? I'm like, absolutely. So we were looking. We found this one on Netflix. They called him Mostly Harmless.
What is this, Douglas Adams? Isn't that Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
I won't spoil it because it is kind of a mystery. The premise is the Appalachian Trail. It's based on the Appalachian Trail, right? There's obviously...
This is right up my wife's alley, so I'm texting her to see if she watched it.
Oh, yeah. She would dig it. It was definitely like a... the premise is that the Appalachian Trail is, there's a whole community of hikers.
Right.
They're all just like super into it. They find this tent with this guy. He's emaciated. He's like 85 pounds. He's dead, obviously. He's dead, you see.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
God damn it! You
Can I help you, sir?
oh wait, wrong one. I don't have that one. Yikes. They find this guy, and he's dead in the tent. He's emaciated, but he had food, he had water, he had all this stuff. Like, why
Why did he starve to death?
Exactly. So obviously, do you remember? I think we've talked about it definitely in the pod, but like there was that other documentary, "Don't Fuck with Cats."
No.
Oh my God, that was a great one too.
Don't fuck with cats.
Don't fuck with cats. It's very similar to this, where the hiking community, they find this guy and he's dead, and apparently when people do these hiking things, they have their regular name and then they have their hiker name. So it's usually like a nickname. Like,
Sure.
at first they called him Denim because he was hiking. He started hiking and he had denim jeans on, and people are like, you don't really hike with denim jeans. It's gonna, it gets wet and all this stuff, and it's
True.
not good. So his original name was Denim. Yeah, they showed a picture. He was so emaciated. They took this they did a composite sketch of him because they couldn't show his face. But nobody knew his name. Nobody knew where he came from.
They just knew his hiker nickname.
They just knew his hiker name, which his name started as Denim, but some of the people on the trail, his hiker name was Mostly Harmless because he met this guy, this camp, which this one guy that was friends with him, very Brokeback Mountain-ish, because he's just like, we spent the night and we talked and we were chatting, and I was like, he seemed very heartbroken that like the next morning he was like, all right, I'm going. And he had a beard. He started with and then he ended up with your beard.
Nice.
Totally emaciated. So of course all these internet Facebook sleuths are going to try to find out his real name. And they interview all these people because he started in like the top of it, and he was going to do the whole trail down to Florida, and he ended up dying in Florida. And
it goes to Florida?
Yeah, it goes all the way down to Florida. So all these people are interviewing him. Like, he was a nice guy. He was quiet. He was carrying an unusually large backpack, and they were like, hey, "You're carrying all this stuff?" And like, he's like, he didn't say much.
It goes from Maine to Georgia.
Yeah. But I guess he got down to like, they said he was like,
because the trail stops in Springer Mountain, Georgia. I'm
Okay.
sorry, because Kate and I always talked about like we would love to hike the Appalachian Trail, and
Oh,
you have
sure.
the time you have to start it and the preparing that, because one of the sorry to distract you, but like
No.
one of the stops on the Appalachian Trail is actually down on Route 22.
Yeah.
Not 22, 55.
Yeah.
So a lot of people will come off when they cross over 55. They'll mail themselves stuff to post offices along the trail
Yeah.
so that they have supplies waiting for them. And now with Amazon, they could just go on a phone and be like, Amazon it to here, and pick it up at an Amazon fucking box at a store that's along the trail, so they could just keep ordering supplies.
Yeah.
But it takes a lot of preparation to hike that trail.
Yeah, but the interesting thing was all the people that they interviewed with him, like, he met random people along the way. But all these Facebook people, and it's very similar. If you did watch Don't Fuck with Cats, which is very similar, all these people on Facebook, they think they're like internet sleuths, and we're gonna find his name. We're gonna find out who he is, so we can tell the family about him. And there's this one Facebook group, and it's usually like, I don't mean to generalize, all right, but like they're usually like this one woman that was running it. She lived in a hotel, and I use hotel very loosely. It's a freaking motel. And there's battling, and this one wants to be the moderator, and like this one thinks she solved the case, but then they're all trying to figure it out who this guy is. So it was pretty interesting. I won't spoil what happened at the end. Maybe I'll tell you off air, but if you're interested, if not, then you just watch it for yourself. It's like hour and a half.
Fuck, hold on.
Yeah,
Where's
you
the
wanna
spoiler
spoil
button?
it?
I gotta find the spoiler button.
I got it.
Don't drink the milk. Fine. It's spoiled. Don't drink the milk. Why not? It's spoiled.
So apparently, after all this, these internet sleuths, they're usually just fat, bored
Housewives.
bitches, and they're living in motels, like trying to figure out this stuff. They end up, they crowdfund this one company that does DNA sampling to it's this wild DNA thing where like, it's not just, they can put it and they can match it with all like thousands of different strands of DNA, and they can figure out where the guy lived, what their character. Anyway, so these fucking Facebook jamokes raise this money. They find out, he lived in Louisiana.
Louisiana again.
Back to fucking Billy the Exterminator.
Billy the Exterminator. He is Billy the Exterminator.
But there's a couple of things where like this one group was fighting with this other group, and this one woman was like, I solved the case. And they drew a picture, and it was just like they thought this one guy was it. And it was he was getting thousands of texts and emails like, you're mostly harmless. You're mostly harmless. And he goes, dude, I'm fucking alive. Like, I'm doing this. He wrote this blog about trail, and they were like, that's him. And like, they had all these false ones. Ends up, they find out who the guy was. They find out his girlfriend. Turns out all these people were like, and you could tell half the women in here were like romanticizing about this guy. Like, he's just like savior, and we have to know who he is. Turns out he's a fucking scumbag. He abused his girlfriend. His family disowned him. He was a real scumbag. And the interesting thing is he left his apartment, didn't bring his phone, didn't bring his wallet, didn't bring his ID. He just went out. He had $35,000 on him and winter clothes. And he just was like, I'm just going to escape.
And walk the trail.
Yeah. And I guess he was abused as a abusers abuse. It's
Right.
in the family. He would go through these things where he would just hit this like depression wall where like he would just stop eating for like weeks at a time. So he just went out in the trail. He must have blacked out, and they found him. He had like 35 grand on him and like all this stuff. And apparently there's more to it. I have to like Manal started going down the rabbit hole, but it turns out like, and in the end, all these people that were just like, we're gonna find. When they finally found out who it was, they were like, oh man, he really was a dick. Like they're like,
duh.
They're like, he was so nice on the trail, and he was mostly harmless, but like he was, they found his girlfriend. His girlfriend was like, he's a piece of shit. He used to beat the crap out of me, and he was a drug addict and all this stuff. And they're like, he wanted to get away.
So what I take away from this is don't date a hiker. Got it.
No, don't date a hiker. And if you want another recommendation, watch Don't Fuck with Cats.
Yeah, I looked that up. That's about the guy who fucking killed the cats in the plastic bag, and then the fucking internet went nuts trying to find out who he was.
Yeah.
And then he was convicted of killing some like Chinese national.
Yeah, he
killed a person.
It started with cats, and then it ended up.
It always starts with cats.
Yeah, but
you know what else starts with cats?
What's that?
Watch the musician from the big front band. Sure. Now he just looks like a big fat hammer. It's time for Greg's Music News.
John's hairy boobs.
Certainly. Yeah, so it's music time, everybody.
Give me the music. Give it to me.
We got the music. First, I'm going to do my usual like rant. Just a quick news. Slayer is back.
What?
Yeah.
I thought they called it quits.
Apparently, but now they're playing 2 shows, Riot Fest and another one. Riot Fest always gets the bands back together.
You know,
they did the Misfits.
You know my feelings on that?
What?
That's how I feel.
Look, I'm a huge Slayer fan, and everybody's like, oh my God. Don't anybody, and I put this on our Facebook page, any of you dopes out there that believe any band that says they're calling it quits, they always come back. They always come back.
Kiss came back as holograms.
Kiss came back as holograms. Motley Crue's back. They signed a contract saying they'd never do it again.
Jesus.
Everybody comes back. So apparently, and it's weird because we talked last week about Kerry King's solo album.
Yeah.
And they're all hyping it up. And now, and he was saying, like, Kerry King was like, I haven't talked to Tom Araya since we did our last show, and Dave Lombardo's dead to me and all this shit. Apparently, Dave Lombardo's not involved. But apparently Slayer's back, so yippee. Who gives a fuck? Anyway, moving on. Look, I don't care. Look, I know it's in your blood. You want to do it, and but don't say that you're gonna fucking, and don't do a farewell. Any of these idiots that go to these farewell, oh, it's the last time I'm gonna see him. No, they'll be back in 5 years.
Yep.
5 years seems to be the time. But going through the new music that I found on here lately, first off is you into the Kings of Leon.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a new song out called Mustang. It's good. It's really good, actually. I'm a big Kings of Leon fan. Everybody knows their fucking Sex on Fire and all that stuff. Like, their catalog runs deep, and their catalog's really good. Their last album was really good. This is a new single. It's been a few years, so yeah, Kings of Leon, man. We got Mustang, another single. Another single is a band called, and this was a band that
Are you giving me a preface for a band name?
Yes, because much like when you flip through Spotify and you do the recommended or the discover and all that stuff,
yeah,
sometimes you just listen to like Goblin Cock. I had to listen to Goblin Cock because they were called Goblin Cock, and they're actually really good.
And you thought it was gobbling cock, like someone eating cock.
No, it was like goblin. It was like elves and goblin cocks. This one is called Couch Slut. I was like, band called Couch Slut.
You know what I
They
call
got
Couch Slut?
What?
Pete Sullivan.
Yeah. Yeah.
He lived on our couch for a while.
The fucking DNA left on that shit.
And that was like a found couch, too.
Oh, that was the most. We could have smoked that couch and seen Jesus.
Oh, God.
But yeah, there's a band out there called Couch Slut. There's a big, like we talked about Brat last week. There's a big influx of like really, really heavy bands with girl singers, which I applaud. I applaud, man. Who wants to see a cool chick with sleeves, tattoos? I mean, shit, I'm dating one. She's awesome. Why not have them sing these bands? And they're freaking guttural vocals. Couch Slut, Ode to Jimbo. Good band. Really good band.
Ode to Jimbo.
Yeah, the song's called Ode to Jimbo,
All right.
but their albums are really, really good. Another one on here, old, I guess we'll say,
Can I help you, sir? Yes, what is this? Huh? This is whack. I can't get jiggy with this shit.
I thought you were dead.
hey kids, Sum 41 have a new song.
Huh?
Apparently they're quitting too.
Yeah.
Yeah, believe it when they say it. Waiting 5 years. I mean, I do like Sum 41. The only thing I bummed out about it is there's a song, they released a song called Waiting on a Twist of Fate. And I was like, please tell me it's that cover of that Olivia Newton-John song with John Travolta. There's gotta be a strange twist of fate. It's not. It's their own song, unfortunately. It's not bad. It's good. Sum 41, man. If you're into that band, it's they're not reinventing the wheel. Yeah, just look for Twist of Fate. There it is, baby. It's a good song.
Oh, I don't want to listen to a fucking commercial.
Anyway, I thought it was a cover.
No
of
free
that song.
advertising on this show.
Hell no. We're gonna talk about that before we end here. But yeah, it was a rocker. This Twist of Fate song.
I
like this one better than Sum 41.
Okay.
It was like their Grease reunion.
Two
I don't
scoops.
even remember. Yeah, 2 scoops, everyone. Other than that, De La Soul came out with a single, Freedom of Speak.
Again.
I think it's I
La?
tried to look back where it was. I thought it was an older one, but maybe it's not. It's a good song. I mean, I love that De La Soul has their whole catalog out
Hell yeah.
on Spotify now. I mean, 3 Feet High and Rising is a fucking classic. And I missed, like, Stakes is High was another great album. They have a single out, Freedom Speak, which is really, really good. Another one, actually, it's a whole album. These last two are actually full-length albums. Our buddy Jason Gisser, a local chap, he phenomenal singer songwriter. He has the Jason Gisser band. They play out a lot. He's like that's his job. He's a musician. He's one of those guys. He's like fucking hitting the ground running. He put out a solo acoustic album, and I believe if I look at it real quick, I don't want to play the song. Come on. Yeah, he put out a solo acoustic album called Rage at the Bottom.
Okay.
Really good, man. I mean, the guy can just, with his regular band, he's great. Doing just solo acoustic. Most of the gigs he does is solo acoustic, and it's really, really good. So that album is out. Definitely check that out. It's local stuff. And the last one was a band I never heard of before.
Ooh.
And they showed up on one of those Discover ones, and I'm like, okay, they had a single. It's a band called Idols.
Idols.
IDLES. And this album came out. It just came out recently. It's called. It came out the 16th. The album's called Tang, TANGK. It's a band called Idols. I've never heard of them, but I put them on just to be like, okay, let's just see what they're about. They're really, really good. Yeah, they look fucking weird as shit. But yeah, they've been around since they got a ton of singles out.
Yeah.
Their first album came out in 2017, and they put out a couple of albums pretty consistently. They're just, yeah, that's the song.
All right.
I ended up listening to the whole album and then just going down the rabbit hole listening to all their stuff, and I'm like, they have just a really cool. Oh yeah, Jason Gisser. He also has Soul Mouth Radio,
Okay.
which is a independent. He plays a lot of local original music. They have an app out, Soul Mouth Music, man. Download that app, check it out if you're into like local independent music. He's played my stuff. He's played a lot of other local stuff, very similar to WXAX. Yeah, support these guys, man. They're out there and they're kicking it. So that was pretty much it as far as the music news. So that's pretty much it. You don't have to play the thing. I mean, come on.
I'm not gonna play it.
So I think that's it, man. I think we
Yeah.
did it.
I'm just gonna say we don't know for sure. We're looking into what your schedule looks like. We might be. I guess the Newburgh Toy and Collectible Fair is going to be running again in April.
Yeah.
April 21st. So we may be back in April there.
If you go to sackofsin.com or heypalwhatsnew.com, you will see I revamped the website. It is exclusively,
It's pretty.
heypalwhatsnew.com. If you go there, you can advertise on the show, and there's different levels on there you can advertise. So be on the lookout. Definitely this week there'll be some, talk about advertising. It's a lot more streamlined on there. There's a whole spot in there with latest news and reviews, which I'll talk to my boy about as far as like some of these reviews. If we want to get more in depth, we can write actual reviews and post them, which is good. So a lot of changes with Hey Pal, What's New? And like buy a shirt. What's the shirt we're going to do? Oh, the hamster. The hamster
Thirsty
one?
hamster.
Yeah, I'm a thirsty
I survived
hamster.
the thirsty hamster.
Yes. So be on the lookout for that. Corey Feldman was
Just a
right. All the
picture of a
merch is-
bloody sunroof. If you come to the Newburgh Toy and Fair Collectible Fair show, we always have like free swag. We give away stickers,
Yes.
keychains, pins, but we also have shirts from the podcast for you to buy.
Yep.
And it's a great way. Come there, cheap shirt, $5. Give us $5. You get a T-shirt at the Toy Collectible Fair, and then it's a way you can support the podcast. Be like, here, I'll give you $5. You give me a T-shirt.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thirsty hamster.